This is Leo Cloutier with Malice to, and we're here at Jarry Park in Montreal today, and it's indeed a pleasure to have as our guest a friend of long standing, now with the Montreal Expos, formerly with the New York Mets, a member of the World Championship team. I'd like to welcome to our show Ron Swoboda. Welcome, Ron.
Thank you, Leo. How are you?
Very fine, Ron. It's certainly nice to have you as our guest here today. Ron, you have a uniform which fits you very well, and I like that number you have on your back, number 14, which is the number, I believe, of your former manager, Gil Hodges.
It also was my first number in the big leagues.
Is that so? Tremendous. This could be the year then. Another big year like you had in '69.
I hope so. This seems to be the same kind of a club, you know. Maybe not as deep in all the positions as we were, but it's a young club. They seem to have a spirit, a willingness to work that I find refreshing. And
Ron, you have here in the Montreal fans very much similar to those of the New York Mets. I mean, they love their ball players. Don't you think so?
Well, I can correct you only with this point. They're not as sophisticated in the intricacies of baseball. They seem to watch baseball in the same manner as they watch hockey, which may explain why they get a big kick out of stopping a rally on the other club with good defensive play. They like that. They enjoy that very much. They enjoy a ball hit well, whether it falls for a base hit or not, and naturally they love base hits, but they seem to sense if you're giving it good effort that they engage in no negative cheering, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's all right. Ron, if you get a foul ball, they cheer you. If you get a fair ball, if you hit a fair ball, you get a standing ovation.
Well, they know enough about the game to know when you've done something well.
You know, Ron, wasn't it a wonderful thing that the first time you stepped up to bat in the uniform of the Montreal Expos, you pounded out a tremendous triple?
Yeah, well, you know, you're not going to be any different. You know, you like to do a lot of things different or try and more or less start over. Montreal was only the second ball club I've ever been with. So that you feel like I came from a pretty sticky situation there. I think mentally it was hurting me, and I think when you come to a new ball club, you try and make a rebirth of it. Try and do the things right that you did wrong, and you know, start all over more or less. I mean, you're not going to be too much different, but give it a different effort, different try, because I'm getting a chance here. I'm getting an opportunity, and I like it very much.
I don't blame you, Ron. I'll never forget 1969, the year that the Mets won the World Series. I'll never forget your performance. I'll never forget the time that the ball was hit. Buford hit a ball near you in right field, and you had difficulty in seeing it in the sun. You finally lost it, or it went over the wall. But after that, you took over, and you made catches which haven't been seen, the likes of which haven't been seen since.
Well, it was an extraordinary experience, the World Series, I think, for everyone. You're in a mental state that's quite exhilarating, and if you can't feel good for that thing, you can't feel good in this game, because you feel great every morning getting up refreshed and ready to go out and play the best game you can possibly play. I think it takes that kind of an attitude to pull some of the plays we did, and you can't forget Tommy Agee, the plays he made, and Cleon Jones and Bud House and the play that they made out there. It's just a wonderful experience. I'll never forget it, and I certainly hold no malice over there. I'm being traded. I do miss the guys. I had a very close relationship with Ed Cranepool, who he and I are partners together in our restaurant in Long Island. So there are a lot of friendships I hope still exist.
Thank you very much, Ron. It's always a pleasure to see you. This was an interview with Ron Swoboda, the star outfielder of the Montreal Expos, formerly with the world champion New York Mets. And this brings us to the end with Malice to it. And until tomorrow at this same time, from Jarry Park in Montreal, Leo Cloutier, good day.
Brought to you by Posterfix. At Posterfix, we bring your vintage posters back to life. To learn more about Leo Cloutier's sports world, visit leocloutier.com.